Welcome, Star Citizens. Welcome, Star Citizens. That sounds pretty good. Okay, I think I figured out what I was doing wrong. So, let's go try it. Unfortunately, we have to go in atmosphere up on actually any planet would work, but for some reason I'm drawn to the place with the grass and the flowers. So let's retrieve that puppy. There it is, the Starfarer Gemini. Heaven help us. I think I figured out why it wouldn't back up and why it was always going forward. So I did a little experiment earlier, and I have on my air ambulance outfit for Quantum Jump Medical. Nice little uniform. So my machine's over on 00. That's the only place it'll fit. So let's take a walk over. I don't know what this guy's doing. You kind of have to figure out. Uh-oh, I'm not happy with that. My cyclone is not in the bay. Well, where we're going is where it is, probably, so we'll go look. So let's see, I was going to time and see how long it took me to get up there. I'll be glad when they get the refueling done. By then, I should have figured out how to fly this puppy. And my cyclone's not here. Oh well. We'll pick it up. So we are on the space station Port Allister at the planet Crusader, which is a big gas giant that doesn't have a city on it yet. They're building one in the atmosphere. The atmosphere is breathable, so you have to build your cities up high, and they say they're working on that. Like I said, you have to have a map to figure out how to get in this cockpit, I'll tell you. That should be good enough. Let's make sure we got enough gas.
Hello, how can Miss help you today? Systems on.
Hey, we looks like we do. We just need a little repair there. Oh, yeah, 100, okay. Let's wait for our So my problem, I believe, see the little white line running up and down on the airspeed indicator? Well, that's your power. And if you've got that up at all, instead of taking off vertically, it takes off forward. I also found that I could back up if I had it at 0, nothing. So let's look at how my, oh, they're 100%. That's good. So let's do the navigation first. Always nice to set a route of flight before you take off. So there's Crusader with its 3 moons. And there's the sun and the other planets. And we're going up to Microtech. And it took that, so we are ready to go. All we got to do is get away from this space station. Well, let's call for takeoff.
You are clear to launch.
Clear to launch. Let's go. And as always, it doesn't want to fly. There's a little afterburner that'll bring it up off the deck. And forward with a little cruise control, and away we go. Turn around and see where we're leaving. Pretty good visuals.
Please visit again.
Oh, there's the beacon. We should be able to turn, and in order to quantum drive, you have to get yourself turned around. And I believe where we want to go is at 12 o'clock. Still don't know what all the rumbling's about in this thing, but there's the sun, and Microtech is way over on the northeast side. If you're, I'm not sure you can actually say that's northeast, but okay, that's Microtech. Let's spool up the quantum drive and head out there. Yep, we're going. Well, it's that was a laugh. We're going, but we're not going. Now let's let the baby cool down a second. Well, we can put the gear up. Let's do that.
Landing gear up.
Thank you, honey. Well, you don't have to worry about takeoffs and landings if you can't even get there. And let's move away from there, and we'll come back and see what the problem is. There's my triangle. Hey, there it is. And here comes the quantum drive up. It says it's ready. Let's try it. Well, remember, this game is an alpha. That means it's not a released game yet. So unfortunately, all us poor people that are playing it have to put up with the fact that it's glitchy. Okay, so if you got all of that done like I did and it says it's complete, all you gotta do is put the triangle in the other triangle, hit B again. Now it worked. Alright. Let's see, 8 minutes. Let's see how long it takes to get up there. 57 million kilometers. And hopefully somebody will stop by to chat. We can go outside and look at this machine. So it's got 3 engines. Kind of like a 727. It's got a bunch of fuel tanks outside because it's a tanker. It's got a cargo hold in there that you can run boxes like FedEx, or you can take equipment with you. I think you can put a small fighter jet in there, maybe a couple of them. You can definitely put the ground vehicles in there. As you see on the front, I've got 9 missiles, and on the top I've got a nice turret, and I've got those nice guns on the left and right side of the cockpit. And in the back, you can see those little white things on the back and the bottom. I have rear turrets. So you can take about 8 of your buddies with you on this thing and go support the fleet. And that's one of the reasons I bought it, is because I want to support the fleet. So pretty soon there's going to be a boom that comes out underneath that center engine. You can see that orange stuff in there is piping. Anyway, it's going to come straight out where we're looking, and we'll be able to do air refueling. And also underneath, you can see up there, that circle up under the nose is a docking port. And they just instituted docking in the game, so it won't be too much of a stretch to dock with this machine. So we are quantum jumping. Very similar to Star Trek, and warping. I think it said we're 0.2 times the speed of light. So I don't know what that is in kilometers, but right now we're 27 million kilometers. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to Microtech. We're going to head over to HUGE Mining number 13. The reason that's my favorite place is because it's close to the area on the planet that has green grass, flowers, and trees. But on this mission, we're going to do 2 things. We're going to go up here, get gas. I'm going to jump out and go grab my Cyclone if I can get it and put it in the cargo hold. And then we're going to do some takeoffs and landings. Now, if you watched about 4 streams ago, I came up here in the dark and did takeoffs and landings, and I was doing pretty good until I sort of landed, skidded off the end of the pad. What I wanted to do was back up, which I had not figured out how to back up yet, but now I know how. And of course, what I had to do was take off, and I clipped the top of that damn tall tree, and that grabbed a hold of the nose and flipped me over, and I ended up upside down in the snow and the trees, and well, that was the end of that show. But I did regroup back on Port Hollister, picked the ship up again, came up, got my Cyclone, and went up and drove it around, and you saw all the pretty planetary features of this planet. Now, this planet we're coming up on, Microtech has one city. It's called NEWBIE. Nope, we're 2 million miles out, and it's starting to slow down. So actually, it didn't take too long. It was 8 minutes and something, and now it's 13. So it took about 5 minutes. 5 minutes to quantum jump up here. Okay, let's go find our mining position. We're looking for number 13. There's the city with the white. And there's stupid mining number 13 right there. And it's showing up. So we need to point towards it. Oh, it's that blue octagon right there. All we gotta do is get it right in the viewfinder. Spool up that drive. It's pretty hard to see the numbers, but and then hit B again, and here we go. So I think it said it was about, I can't really read it. It's going to drop us off about 25 kilometers up, so. Okay, it looked like about 30 or so. Let's turn ourselves over here. And we need to add a little gas and go forward. You can see that little dark line straight ahead, right in the middle of the windshield. That might be where we're going. Yep, that's probably it. So we are coming down at a good angle. This puppy is really heavy and it's really underpowered. So in order to get it to go up, it takes a lot of effort. Luckily it does have afterburners, so that does help. You can see that area at the top of the screen. That's where the nice green grass and flowers and stuff are. Let's go back in and see how, oh, we're going way too fast. And this little puppy does not slow down, so I got the power back and we'll see what happens. I don't think there's very much atmosphere. There is some. So it's not like you enter the atmosphere and gravity sucks you down to the ground. I don't want to say that's what's going on. Kind of look down. I think that's it at 12 o'clock, just like I saw. So let's go back in and check it. Let's see, it's right over there. That's him. So it wasn't that long line. You can see it up there about 1 o'clock. We're 15.8 kilometers out right now. And the reason it's red and says it's too close is because the quantum drive, which I'm using to see in the snow, does not work down low. So it's just telling you you can't do that. Oh, I see the little black spot now. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I checked it out before we, I think I'll put the gear down. It's always nice to land with your landing gear down. Though in this particular spacecraft, it doesn't provide much drag. Let's see how I'm doing on the speed. Pretty hard to see the airspeed indicator over there, but it is still a little bit of white showing up. The airspeed indicator shows meters per second. And unfortunately, in this snowy environment, you can't see the dang thing. Which would be really nice if they made it so you could. So it's a little bit better to be third person outside flying than inside. You just can't see out of the cockpit of this. It's just too big and doesn't have a good view. Now the other thing that's important in this what I call my rock is you want to come in high. If you get low and slow and behind the power curve, you're toast. Unless you really know what you're doing, which I don't. So the landing zone is that little black spot right there above the turret that I'm kind of moving around on. Now I could be flying it with a joystick, but I'm flying it with the keyboard and a mouse. And a lot of people in Star Citizen fly with dual joysticks, and you ought to see them. You ought to Google it and see what their cockpits look like. They're pretty fantastic. And the two joysticks work well for the guys that do all the fighting, air-to-air combat. Well, I think what happened was I was so worried about not being able to slow down that I pulled the power back and stopped. So now you can see the mountain on the left moving there, so we are moving forward towards the landing zone. So again, the plan is a full stop, get gas, get my cyclone, and then do some takeoffs and landings. It would be really nice if it didn't get dark. The days don't last very long up here, about can't remember. Little planets spin pretty fast. So what you're seeing there is the big pad, and I'm not going to be a stickler about which pad I land on. Though I am getting a little better at this, I don't want to get myself in a bind. So either pad, the big one or the small one, is fine. And as you see, I'm coming in like cross pad. My plan about being high is that I'm going to come down over the pad, and I think I need to put the nose up and now I can move over to the side and see. See, now you can see the two pads. So I went down to about half power. So now I'm bringing the ship down. That could be a problem. We have a problem, Houston. Looks like we're still moving, that's good. And now that I know how to make it back up and stuff, I may be in a better position to come in over the pad and come straight down. Now, the only bad thing about being out here on this planet trying to land at these mining places is that they don't have auto land out here, so you actually have to be able to do it. So okay, so we're kind of coming down and going forward. Let me kind of look at that. And we look pretty level. Kind of want to stay here in the back where I can kind of see where I'm going. Like I said, that's the cockpit view and you can't see a damn thing. So there would be no way in heck you could land this thing doing it from the cockpit. Maybe if you were in space where you can stop and pivot, and you might be able to do it that way. Yeah, we're coming down steeper there. As you can see to the right of the big pad, those big trees, that was my nemesis last time. I took off, flew into the tree, and that was it. I tend to freak out when it's doing stuff like that, so I make it worse than it actually is, and I was not able to recover, especially in the dark. Doing takeoffs and landings in the dark, you got to be even better. And then they got those trees around there. They've also got light stanchions around the pad. So as you're coming in, you've got to not hit those stupid things. So I'm kind of on a right base for the big pad. And there's a bunch of buildings there, so I am going to come down over them and see what I can accomplish. The the buildings are coming into view now. And you can see my shadow. So I'm going to try to turn and get over the pad. Nice and slow. Moving forward just a little bit. Pull my nose up just a little bit. Well, folks, that was not a bad job. I'll tell you what. Okay, let's go back inside. Let's get out of the seat. Let's put on my armor for cold weather. We'll do that in just a second. So let's look at what I got on right now. This will not do for the cold weather outside. So we need Nova Cove armor. And we need the Nova Cove helmet. There's a Pembroke. Wrong color. Oh, there's a Star Citizen. I'm sorry, Star Kitten. I don't really like those, but let's see what happened to my. For some reason, my Novatech is not. Oh, there's my civilian clothes. Let's try that armor again. Yep, there it is. And I have my sidearm, except I don't see it. Okay, so there's my rifle. Secondary weapon. Oh, there's a sidearm there. Okay, now it's on there. And on the side, I don't see any pins. So what those are medical pens? What do you mean I haven't got any? I love it. Well, hope nothing happens. Maybe they're somewhere in a different outfit. For some reason, they don't, your stuff doesn't carry over, so. You might have it in one backpack and it doesn't show up in another one. Okay, looks like that's good. Let's check and see what I look like. I think I look pretty good. Ready to go out in the cold. Luckily, I don't need a map anymore. I can figure out how to get out of this thing on. So you can walk slow, or you can run, or you can really run. Maybe a little faster would be nicer. And we're going to go over and open the door. We're going to go get that buggy if they'll let me have it. And then we'll come back loaded up and do those takeoffs and landings. And then we'll head home after 2 or 3 successful bounces. I think that's what happened the other night is I tried to practice too long. And yeah, it's -9 out there with the sun out. That outfit I've got on will go down to -225 degrees Celsius. So in actuality, I could wear that ambulance chaser white and red outfit. It goes down to about -30. So over here at the blue light building is where you get your vehicles. Platinum Bay. Open, says me. Okay. Now, cross your fingers that I can get my machine. That's what I want right there. Well, it says that it's unknown. 41 seconds, so that's not bad. 41 seconds or 103. Let's do instantaneous. Let's look outside and we should see it out there. Well, I guess I gotta retrieve it though. Look over the top of the screen, you'll see her pop into view. I'm praying. Yep, there she is. And if you look outside, there's my buggy. So let's go get that Hummer and put it in the cargo hold. Oh, we didn't get gas, so gotta remember to do that before we kind of looks like a snowstorm's coming. That'll put the kawashes to our takeoffs and landings, but we'll see. In my last stream, I took this little booger out for a joyride, and it was kind of fun.
Thank you.
There are a few little obstacles around here, so I'm trying to be careful. I don't know how to drive backwards. All right. Go over and shut the, oops, we don't have to run so fast, honey. Go over here and shut the door. Okay, let's get out of this suit. Go back to my and I don't need my helmet. And I don't need my gun, my big one anyway. I'll keep my little one on. Let's save all the changes. Oh, there are the pens. Let's come back and look at that. If it will look at it. Okay, so on my right side, I'm sorry, left side, you can see that little pen and one back there. One of those is oxygen and one of them is medical. So that you, if you hurt yourself, you can heal yourself. And that's one of the things that's going to happen with the game is they're going to put medical in on. So I've got a little ship called a Cuddy Red. It's got a couple ICU beds in it. And going to do some air ambulance. So So there's all kinds of gameplay. I mean, you can go play shoot 'em up, and you can be a pirate, and you can go kill people for fun, or you can do humanitarian work, support work. And there's my machine down there. Hopefully it'll stay in there. Hopefully the snowstorm will not be too bad, and we'll be able to do those takeoffs and landings. Looks kind of white out there. Visibility's not going to be good. Yep. I don't see doing touch and goes in that. Well, let's fire her up. And let's get some gas. Oh, yeah. So over here on the right hand side of the heads up, right there is the hydrogen. I'm sorry, the quantum fuel. And the hydrogen is right below it. So that's what we're kind of looking at to refuel. Now the other problem with the game is that if you stop the game, you go back to your original place on the space station and Port Hollister, and you got to start over. So it would be nice if you could respawn right here. And I do have a ship that you can do that with, but I am practicing takeoffs and landings with this monster. And as you see in this snowstorm, I'm probably not going to try that. I have a hard time in the nice days. So let's see what the fuel situation is. Like I say, they need to make that heads-up display more visible when you can't see outside. Oh, one of the tanks is full. Okay, the quantum is full and the hydrogen's coming up 93% right now. Yeah, maybe this storm will pass and we'll be able to take off. Okay, the hydrogen tank is full. Let's see if the repairs got done. Yep, everything's done. Now we can wait. We'll have to see what transpires here in the next few minutes. So if you look right off the nose, you can't hardly see it right now, but there's a great big tall tree there. That's a tree I snagged on takeoff the other night and ended up on the ground upside down. Now, sometimes when you crash like that, you can recover, but I was not able to. It's hard enough to fly this thing right side up. Now you flip it over upside down and every control is completely opposite and you have no idea what you're doing. So I think there's a little music. You can kind of hear it in the background. Well, let's shut her down. Let's go take a little tour of the ship. Might as well do something while we're here. So, 2 pilots. The commander sits here. I guess you can sit in his seat. Let's see if he can see all the instruments and stuff. Nope. So there's the commander's seat, and then there's a couple positions up here. Now, I've never tried to sit in these. It doesn't look like you can. Oh, you can. Okay. Well, let's look. Well, I'm not sure what the person would do that sits here, but you can sit there. Okay, in this area are the escape pods. Now, I don't believe they work, so. Of course, that would not be smart to get one of those. When I was in my little ship that you can spend the night in and wake back up, I accidentally ejected myself. I hit a keyboard entry for the ejection seat. Well, at least I know how to get upstairs. Now we're on the 4th level, I believe. And there's a bunch of stuff up here. Which I have no idea what they are, so. Well, there's a lift there. Let's go in the middle. I think this is the upstairs. Let's look. A couple places there for crew members. These may be fuel tank where you can load the different fuel. Nope, that's another lift access. I'm actually looking for the oh. Now this is, you do not want to be there. Mind your head, huh? No, that's kind of the bowels of the ship. Let's go over here. Maybe we need to go up a level. So let's go over here on the lift. Oh, we went up. Okay. Oh, we went back down. Up. Get off. Okay. Now, this is wonderful. Now we are in the galley. So it'd be nice if it had a coffee pot so you could stay hydrated, but it doesn't. Now over here is the captain's quarters. Captain has a nice table. He's got some, maybe a microwave or something. He's got some cool, those look like watches. Looks like kilograms. I don't know what that means. Oh, those must be guns, ammo. Those. I like that little button down, blue button. Wonder what it does. Okay. So here's the captain's bed. And he's got a head back here. There's the potty. Wash your face. And you can sleep in the bed, or you can sit in the bed. You want to sit down? Oh, he's got a window. Let's go look out the window. Oh, look at it. The snowstorm quit. All right, let's find our way back to the cockpit. If you think there's a chance in hell that'll happen. Okay, I came in that way. Oh, here's a turret. You want to go up on the turret and look outside? It's kind of cool. Oh, I thought you could get in it. You can. Something seems to be wrong with that, because that's some sort of holographic where you can see but it's not working. Oh, I don't know. Let's turn the power on and see if it shows up.
Hello. How can Miss help you today? Systems on.
That's kind of cool if you could see. Yeah, for some reason this just doesn't look like it works right. Okay, so that was... I think we're up. We can go over here and go down the ladder. Nope, down. Stay down. Let's see if we can find our way back to the cockpit. If I remember correctly, we were in here, so the question is, which way do you go to find the cockpit? Oh, there's some stairs. That's a smart idea. Remember, we came up. Maybe I'll luck out on this. I have a map of the ship on my computer off to the side. If worst comes to worst, I could get the map and find out where I am. But we are back at the cockpit. And it looks like a beautiful day out for flying. Okay. Oops. What happened? There we go. Let's fire this Hummer up. Well, the shields are at low power. That's what that red message is saying. You can see the numbers over on the right-hand side are getting bigger. Engine instruments on the left. I really don't know how to use any of that, but you can change your power to different places, but again, I'm not smart enough. Yep, there's 100%. Well, there's no ATC here, so we can take off. And my power's back. I want to go straight up, so let's try that. There's full power and no, there's the afterburners. You do have to give it a little bit of power. I'm going to turn and get completely away from that damn tree. Let's get above them trees. All right. We'll leave our gear down, making right traffic. Like I said, it'd be really nice if it had a heading bug so you knew what kind of heading you were flying. Hard to see the heads-up display. So we're going to turn base leg here. We're going to come in over the buildings again, and all we have to do is miss the light stanchions that are on the four corners of the pad. So we're going to slow down because we don't want forward speed much. But you need some speed, just a little bit. Oh, no, we want that left pad, so that's the right pad you can see there. Now we want to go straight ahead. You can see the edge of the pad there. Let's start down. You can see those light stanchions right under the back tanks. That's what I'm trying to line up for the pad, but not hit those little puppies. It won't make me crash, but it will do damage that I have to pay to repair. Look like I'm right between them. All right. I think we did a good job there. Pretty nice. We could be farther up, but we missed those light stanchions. Okay, let's try one more. And then we'll head home. Back to Port Hollister. Still got low power on the shields. Let me look at that real fast. Yeah, I need a little bit of repair. A little bit of hydrogen too. We're full. That's what I like. Now we need to make sure that mouse stays in the center and no power, because we're going to go straight up and miss that freaking tree. Here comes the power. Just will not lift off. There's the afterburner. Take the power off and it should back up just real slow. Let's turn away from that tree. All right, and forward it goes. Okay. Turn downwind. There are the pads at 2 o'clock. Let's move forward a little bit. Not much power. Don't want much power. Okay, we're doing one more full stop. I'm not pressing my luck. Not much talking while you fly this thing. You got to concentrate. Glad that snowstorm went bye-bye. Now we're on base. Turning final. We're nice and high. Let's start down just for fun. Well, again, it would have been nice if I was up farther, but I didn't hit no lights. Whoa, I come close to that guy, didn't I? Okay. Let's see how the fuel is. It looks good. Let's make sure that's in the center. Let's make sure that's off. You can see the little white thing going up. That's what controls the power. Thrust, but it also controls you moving forward. And in order to back up, you need less power, I've discovered. So let's try this. We're taking off. No, I do not want that to happen. Okay, power's all the way off. Let's see if we can go straight up. See, it just doesn't want to go straight up. Okay, there's some power. Okay, it looks like we are going straight up. Gotta get about 3 thrusters working at the same time. See, I don't need the something wrong. So let's go up and see if we can get up out of here. It's not steering, but that's fine. We missed the trees, that's all I care about. Okay, now why is it not controlling? Oh, there it goes. Okay, good. guess I had a stuck key or something. Okay, now we're good. Let's get away from that. Looks like we're taking off right at the right time. It's getting kind of dark out. Oh, and the thing here, remember you have to be above 10,000 to hyper jump, so. Speed looks okay. Looks like we're climbing. God, this thing's rattly. Let's get our nose up and go up. Sounds like it's falling apart, doesn't it? Here's where we left. Oh, there's the pads over there. Got a pretty good angle. We're going up. So that's looking pretty good. Let's see if we can navigate. We want to go home. Back to Crusader. I just never understand why it doesn't want to work. Unless it's because of our altitude. Doesn't want to let you lay the course in. The thing is just a pig. .80 nose up. That's a pretty good climb angle. That reminds me of the Learjet. I rode in a Learjet one time when I was in the Navy, and when we went through the cloud deck, that's exactly what it looked like right there. I was shocked that it was going up so steep. Now let's try navigating again. Okay, it did do it. I'm not sure why it wants to go to OM4 first, but we'll see. Where the hell's OM4? Oh, we're still not up high enough. See that red triangle up there? Whoa. Yep, that's that OM that we want to go to. When it turns blue, we can go that way. I guess it doesn't matter whether we are right side up or not. So it should be turning blue here any second now. The atmosphere is roughly 10,000 meters thick. Could be a little bit higher. We're just coming up on 12. Hope the thing doesn't blow a gasket. Okay, it's green now, blue, whatever you want to call it. You know, I just don't understand it. Why it won't go. Okay. Let's see what's happening. We're not using any quantum fuel anyway. Let's try it again. This is a space station or okay, now it's going.
Landing gear up.
That wasn't very far. Now we're lining up on the Crusader. Like I said, I have no idea why it makes all that racket. That's what was going on. We didn't have a line of sight. We had to get up high enough to go around the planet. Okay. 57 million kilometers. Here we come home. it'll take about 5 minutes or so to get back. Put our baby back to bed and go to bed. Well, so far we've had a successful stream. I haven't crashed. Now maybe I can take a break and go fly my fun ships. Need to go back down to ArcCorp. That's a really cool city. It's a planet of cities. The whole planet is covered with cities. Let's get out of the seat and let it fly. I want to go over here and sit in the captain's chair and see if it looks any different when we're flying. Yeah, see, he doesn't see nothing. I don't understand what he's, don't really need the captain. He might touch something. Hey, there's a gun out there. You can't shoot it if you're not in the seat. Let's see if we can sit in this guy's seat. Guess not. I don't know why. Let's see if this guy sees anything any better now. I guess you can't get in his seat when you're flying. Let's sit in the co-pilot seat and see what that's all about. Now that's a good co-pilot. He's got his hands away from the controls. Actually, I don't think he even has any controls. Maybe he's the weapons system officer. That could be what he is. Huh. Okay. Wonder what that is. These ships are really cool. They got all kinds of cool stuff. I wonder what's on the overhead. Manual something. Probably manual ejection. Keep your fingers off of that stuff. Well, that's pretty fast, 9 million kilometers. Well, I am tickled to death with that flight. Got my Cyclone in the bay, and it should stay there. Even when I get out of the game, when I come back, it ought to be back in there. There's Crusader. This one drops you off a lot closer. So now we're positioning the nose to go to the space station, Port Hollister. And there it is. $14,000 kilometers. And of course, it's not working. It could be there's something about the cooldown. When you quantum jump, you just can't automatically quantum jump again. Plus, I gotta get him lined up there. Okay, we're going now. Hey, we'd be back. Let's get some landing clearance here.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
And there it is, 12 o'clock. Put the gear down.
Landing gear down.
Just nice and slow. Now they got auto land here, so all I gotta do is get it in the box. I'll show it to you when we get down here. Well, there goes somebody into land ahead of us, I guess. There's a couple guys going. So there's the beacon right there. Flying in space is so much nicer. Because it's like you're floating, so you don't have to worry about the atmospherics of the planet. And our speed is nice and slow. You can't see the landing spot you know, the chevron thing. But we know it's right there at 2 o'clock, the first pad in between the first two rings. And now you can see the square or the rectangle. All you gotta do is get it in that rectangle and you can hit in the landing gear and it will auto park. Which for this big thing is kind of nice. You still gotta get, oh, there goes somebody in the land. Uh-oh. Our thing went off. Maybe somebody took our spot. Better ask again.
That request is
There it is, it's back. So I came to a stop there. So we're just going around the ring. Gears down. Gas undercarriage mixture prop. Now you can see the rectangle with the lines moving. Slow down just a little bit. Now you can kind of see the square all the way around. There's auto park. Let's watch her do it.
landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Wasn't that cool? And, uh-oh, what the heck happened? I don't know, I hit something. Why? Thank God. What's going on? Kind of scary. Let's put on my helmet. If you're going to go outside, you better have your helmet on. There it comes. All right. Again, this is my medical quantum jump medical uniform. There's my cyclone down there. Well, okay. I guess I better slow down. Gee. Just trying to get in a hurry there and okay. Damn, trip and fall. Shut the door so nobody steals our stuff. Pretty cool, huh?
We're sorry. You exceeded the allotted time to depart. We will have to return your ship to storage.
They just don't let you park
Initiating
here
ship
for very
storage
long.
procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, at least it's going to get stored
Initiating
and
ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
we'll see if I get in there in time to do it. Not with this door.
Save on resources and expenses. Join the ship share program today. Fly together.
Hey, I did get it stored. Okay, good. Okay, well, there's all my stuff. My Cuddy Black, my Cuddy Red, that's the air ambulance. My Dragonfly is like a motorcycle. My 315P is the luxury machine. Those two Jais are the free ships for the month. And I got an M50 and I don't know why it's not showing up. Oh, there it is. That is a cutie pie too. Okay, everybody. Let's see, let's go up and look out and see what's the view of the station. Oh, look at that machine. I think that's a Constellation. You can dock another ship with that. Ooh, that's cool. That is pretty slick. We'll sit here and watch him for a minute. He's either going out, coming in. We'll just have to see what he does. Uh-oh. Oh no. That was a space station going around. Actually, let's go out there and... Whoa, wait a minute. Slow down. Maybe we can go out there and look at it. He must be on pad 10. You think they mind if we go look at it? Pretty cool. Maybe first person. Oh yeah, we can see it better that way. Oh, he's got a ship docked in there. Look at it. See it? So he's got a little ship hooked into the bottom of the... Yep, that's a constellation. Pretty dang cool. Pretty cool. I'm not sure whether the wings unfold on that thing or not. They could. Maybe they do. It's a pretty expensive machine. Here's the elevator, but it's not ours, so I probably wouldn't want to screw with it. Look at that gun up there. And he's got an airlock in the side. Oh, man. Are those guns? No, I don't know. I don't know whether those are... I don't think those are guns sticking out there. Not positive. Pretty fancy. The engines on it look like spaceships. Oh, you know what we could do? We could do a little EVA here and go fly around it. That'd be kind of fun. Here we go. Jump off the side. Okay. So let's see where we're at. Oh, there it is. So let's see if we can fly. Whoa. Better go up. Oh. I guess I'm not any good at this. There we go. Now we'll go up. Oh, this is too cool. You can see my shadow on the ship. Now look at those guns up on front. Oh, oh, he did. He brought it in and they just stored it. But we can kind of take a little spacewalk. There's Crusader over there. That's the gas giant. And that's the landing pad 10. Let's go across and go over to the other pad and then we'll go inside. We'll see if we can get across there and not get hit by the arm coming around. Isn't that cool? Looks like she's holding her breath. Oh, we're in an armistice. You can't draw your gun. Ooh, we better get moving forward here. We're liable to get hit by the... So remember when we came into land, we came into 0-0. Let's come down. Oh, looks like we can go right into 10 there and land. Don't you think that's cool? Little EVA. Whoa. Now wait a minute. Emergency treatment. Come on. Oh. See where we're at. Oh no, we're fine. We're just back in our little bunk room. Okay, well, I guess that landing wasn't very good. I got dead. Well, gang, as always, fly safely. Thanks for stopping by. That was almost a 2-hour stream. That'll be a good one for the record book. Thanks for joining me. Come again sometime for the adventures of Star Citizen. Good night.